We finally got a new trailer for Pokemon Sword and Shield just a few weeks after E3. I think we're finally in the time of the year, the release cycle for a new game, where we're gonna get new Pokemon and new news every week or so.
I hope so.
Before we get too far into this conversation, I do want to say I really, really hope that there's some element of surprise to this game and that they don't spoil the entire Pokedex like they did for Gen 7.
Well, they did that for 6 too, and then for 5 everything was spoiled online, so they just gave up with that.
Yeah, well, what can you do? Hopefully they leave a few surprises for us. I'm pretty sure that there were a couple in Gen 7 that weren't spoiled, like I think Dupiter.
I don't think so. I think it was the Mythicals. Mm-hmm. And no.
Oh, they never spoiled the Mythicals, but there's always a data mine or whatever in people. Yeah.
But there's an international release all over the world at the same time. So that's why they decided to just spoil it before the game started.
Dirty Australians are gonna spoil it for the rest of us. Descendants of criminals.
They're gonna
and
get
thieves,
it the week before.
Pirates.
Yeah.
The whole week before. Anyway, so this trailer gave us some cool new Pokemon. Let's talk about those first.
Okay, yeah.
So on top of everything we already had, we had Alcremie. We have Yamper, who we knew from people at the E3 show floor demos, posted pictures of that, and Impidimp, who was not officially revealed yet. Roly-Coly, which is one of the best named Pokemon of all time. And my personal favorite new Pokemon design we've got in years. It's so clean, it's so beautiful, it looks like the Dragon Megazord. It's Duraludon. Duraludon. Duraludon is so cool, he's like Mecha Godzilla.
It's just a giant steel...
Just a giant steel chompy boy. Maybe he's a punchy boy, I can't tell. I'm a fan, either way I'm a big fan.
He's kind of like if Palkia didn't have a body.
Yeah.
He was all...
Yeah, he's just all the phallic parts of Palkia. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think about the new designs?
I'm really liking the designs. Roly-Coly's interesting. I'm hoping he turns into something else. I hope that's not a final stage.
I'm willing to bet that Roly-Coly is a stage, like a basic Pokemon, and he turns into like a big bad muscle rock,
I hope
like Golem.
Something cool. Some weird typing too.
I want to talk about Alcremie. Alcremie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, Alcremie. I don't know how to pronounce any of these names yet, but I'm gonna go with Alcremie.
I think it's Alcremie.
Alcremie kind of resembles some Pokemon we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Was this the Slurpluff line?
Slurpluff.
So I wonder. I don't really think it is an evolution of the Slurpluff line.
It'd be cool.
But it'd be cool if it's kind of like how Gen 5 had all of the like regional variants, so to speak, of classic Pokemon, like a Alola-Mola, a Love Disc, stuff like that.
What do you think it's an evolved form, or is it a basic?
It looks evolved to me, and I'm willing to bet that anything that gets into Gigantamaxing, this is kind of a good bridge into that part of the conversation. I'm willing to bet that anything that Gigantamaxes is a final evolution. That's my thought.
That's what I'm thinking too, but I'm also thinking that they're only stage 1, like the next form. There's only like 2 parts to their evolution. Mm-hmm. Like I'm thinking Corviknight just has a baby Corviknight, and Dreadnought has a baby Dreadnought.
Yeah, so they're the final evolutions that they spoiled first. That's cool. We did see that we didn't see, but there was a leak right before they announced the names of the legendaries and everything for Sword and Shield that spoiled Gigantamaxing, right?
Yes.
That I don't think we made a video about it, but we've talked about it on stream before. Yeah. So basically, we can assume everything from that leak was legit because everything except for the Farfetch'd evolution has been shown so far.
Yeah, pretty much. Except the Gigantamaxed Pikachu and Meowth that they talked about.
That's where I'm going with this because I just said that I thought only final evolutions could Gigantamax, but assuming that's true, that's not the case. So let's talk a little bit about Gigamaxing and Gigantamaxing. So it seems that every Pokemon in the Galar Dex is capable of Gigamaxing, which is just...
Dynamaxing.
Dynamaxing, thank you. Gigamaxing's not a thing.
Yeah.
Dynamaxing is just a Pokemon getting big. We can assume they get some kind of stat buffs, and when you are Dynamaxed, all of your moves become max move, G-max, or no, just max moves, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then Gigantamaxing is like, it seems like it's a special form of I'm getting my words all confused. Gigantamaxing is a special version of Dynamaxing, where your Pokemon changes forms, and looks like they get some kind of like custom G-Max move.
It's like a
so
new
to speak.
form of Mega Evolution and Z moves combined.
So
it seems like
the ones that are officially confirmed by Game Freak and Nintendo and whoever makes those trailers are Corviknight, who gets a cool Big Bird version we see in the trailer. My personal favorite of the three, Dreadnought, because he becomes just a Pacific Rim monster, and I'm very into that. And then Alcremie, who turns into a giant wedding cake.
I'm a big fan of the Alcremie one because he's a cake kaiju.
He is a cake kaiju. That's a lot of fun. So what's interesting is that we saw in the trailer, we saw Alcremie Dynamax and just become a big Alcremie, but we also saw it Gigantamax, where it became a big wedding cake abomination.
So does that mean that they have to Dynamax one turn and then they can Gigantamax the next turn?
I have to rewatch the trailer, but I'm pretty sure that we saw little Alcremie turn into big Alcremie, like the Gigantamax version. So I think that Gigantamaxing just takes up your Dynamax.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming you can only Dynamax once per battle, like Mega Evolution or Z moves or whatever. But this is interesting. I can't wait to see like what other Pokemon get Gigantamaxes. I think that on their website they stated that only rare Pokemon can Gigantamax. So not all Creamies can Gigantamax. I think it's just.
Oh, it's specific ones?
I'm like 90% sure that that's what I read. Somebody in our Discord posted that. I think it was Sharpedo VGC said that. His information's usually right.
It's not confirmed, but if that's the case, maybe it's like they have to have a special ability to do it, or something like that.
Or maybe like just certain ones are like you have like a 10% chance of finding one holding a right item or something that does it. That kind of weird
we'll
thing.
We'll find out with more information leaked.
Yeah, so that's the big news on Gigantamaxing from the trailer, but there was still some more stuff in the trailer. We have new gym leaders.
Yeah.
And new characters. We got that total hunk, Rose, the dude. Do you not? He's like the announcer guy. Is
it the guy with the beard?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Total hunk alert. Very into him.
I was a fan of that
Chairman
guy's
Rose.
design. Yeah.
And we got a version exclusive gyms. There's a fighting type gym in Pokemon Sword and a ghost type gym in Pokemon Shield. And the ghost type gym looks way cooler. Almost makes me want Shield more.
Team Shield, let's go.
I also think that they said, I'm not 100% sure on this, I think Tyranitar is exclusive to Sword and Kamo is in Shield, or vice versa.
No, it's Tyranitar is for Shield and new Steel guy is for Sword.
Okay, so I guess I'll get Sword still. But interesting stuff.
That's what I thought I saw.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I guess we'll find out when the games come out.
Yeah.
But that's it. This is a short video today, guys. We just wanted to talk about the trailer. You got something to add?
I was gonna say, do you want to talk about theories with Gigantamax now that it's out?
Oh, I completely blew right past that, didn't I? Yeah, let's do it.
So we're discussing. So Mega Evolution's gone in this game, and Z-Move's gone in this game.
I know where you're going with this.
I mean, Gigantamaxing seems like a combination of both of those things. But what if they took out Mega Evolution, because the way that Galar works is Mega Evolution is the Gigantamaxing. Where, like, let's say that one dude that has the cool Charizard Gigantamaxes his Charizard into a Mega Charizard. But it's, it's still Charizard, so maybe they can do that.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other Pokemon that I know Mega Evolve in this game, like Tyranitar.
Lopunny. Haven't we seen Baneri?
I don't know. Maybe there's other old Pokemon that Gigantamax into cool things too, and it's gonna be like a Mega Evolution.
Yeah, that's pretty much a theory that I've been thinking as well. It would be weird with the split Mega Evolution like Charizard, but they could easily do that. The other thing, I've seen people talk about this online, and they're like, "But how do they explain it in the lore?" They don't. They could just write an explanation. It's not real. You can do whatever you want. They can just be like, oh yeah, look, it's just like their Mega forms. ...
Exactly. Like they turn into this form, and maybe in future games, if they ever bring Mega Evolution back, they'll give the Gigantamax Pokemon Mega Stones, and they'll turn into the Mega Pokemon that way.
That'd be pretty cool.
They could. You never know. Pokemon's doing all sorts of crazy stuff now.
If that doesn't happen, though, I do hope that my boy Charizard gets his own special Gigantamax, because Charizard gets all the cool things because he's the best boy. This guy hates Charizard. what a bozo.
Overhyped. I don't hate Charizard. I just don't like the fan base.
I love
Which is you.
You know what? Shoot me in the head for liking the cool fake dragon.
He's just a lizard.
Cool lizard.
Anyways.
Anyway, yeah. Dude, what if he Gigantamaxed into like a badass Trogdor the Burninator?
Yeah, I don't know. That would just be another Charizard form.
I hope that all of the Pokemon that Gigantamax become cool kaijus.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like Dreadnought.
Kaiju.
Yep. I really, really, really want Darulodon to Gigantamax into like a Mechagodzilla, like rockets for arms.
You know what would be awesome? That versus a Gigantamax, if it happens, Mega Tyranitar.
Yeah, dude, it would just be a Godzilla battle. But even just against Dreadnought, because Dreadnought is literally, he just becomes a cool kaiju.
You know, it would be just like Godzilla.
Yeah.
If Darulodon, Gigantamax, and the other person had, let's say, Dodrio get Gigantamaxing and it gained like 5 heads.
Oh, it's like, it becomes like a Beholder from D&D. You know what a Beholder is? It's just like a giant meatball with one giant eyeball and a huge mouth with spiky teeth, and then like 9 little stalks with eyeballs coming off of it. So it's one giant Doduo head with a bunch of little Doduo heads coming
God,
up.
that's terrifying. Oh, no.
Oh, man. So, do you have any more cool theories about Gigantamaxing?
No, there's a lot of cool stuff we'll see in the next couple trailers or stuff.
Yeah, we did see that the G-Max moves have really cool effects. We knew that they would do stuff like removing terrain or whatever, but did we know that ahead of time? I don't know, but I know that what's it called? Corviknight's Gigantamax, when it uses the G-Max Wind Rage, it removes like screens and terrains, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it mentioned like hazards.
It does. It said spikes.
Oh, it did?
I saw spikes.
Nice. That's pretty cool. And the other one's got cool abilities too. I think Alcremies, doesn't it heal your Pokemon, and then the turtle it lays stealth rocks, but also does damage as an attacking move.
Something like that. I know the cake one though. It heals your Pokemon for some amount.
That's pretty cool.
Is awesome.
Even if it's just like 15% or something.
Oh, yeah,
that's a game changer. Yeah. But I'm excited for what this is going to do to our meta, because it's going to make things. I think that it's going to make things a lot more prediction heavy.
Yeah.
More so than they are right now. So it might be a little bit less reactionary, and a lot more like, okay, I need to predict when is my opponent going to do their max. When are they going to use their max move? Do I beat them to the punch of maxing?
Which Pokemon's
Do I max in response to what they're doing? Yeah, that's the other thing. All Pokemon can max. Right now in Team Preview, you see somebody's team and you're like, oh, they've got a Blastoise and they've got a Venusaur. So one of those is probably a Mega. And they've got a Combo, so there's probably a Z move. But now, it's like any of these Pokemon can do anything, and it's all terrifying. So yeah, I'm excited. I think this is a really good thing. I know people are gonna be real complainy and salty and be like, you cut Pokemon from the game to make room for a giant cake? And I like that the Pokemon company is just like, yes, we did. Here you go. It's all creamy. It makes cream when it's happy.
Yeah.
Take it.
Whatever. Deal with it. It's got strawberries for ears.
It's got strawberries for ears, and you've got garbage for a heart. Anyway, I think that's it. Let's wrap things up real quick. Guys, we are live streaming every Tuesday night on Twitch and YouTube. We're at PokeLore on both. You can follow us on Twitter at PokeLore_TV, and you can join our Discord chat where you can find people to trade and battle with, join tournaments, find out all the information on upcoming streams. We talk about Sword and Shield a lot in there. We post hilarious memes. It's a lot of fun. Do you have anything to add?
That's it.
Cool. Guys, we'll see you next week with another video, but until then, we will catch you later.